Hey y'all, my name is Miranda and I'm going into my second year of the Early Childhood Education Master's and Certification Program. I'm 26 years old, working full-time in the Curriculum and Instruction Department for an Arizona high school district. And more about me, I love carbs. My 4-year-old dog Emma, who I rescued 2 years ago, and I love to scrapbook. If I were a superhero, scrapbooking would be my superpower. I just finished this page today, so pretty good. Anyways, I digress. My abilities to cut and crop came much later after I learned to read and write. I'd like to think all of my literacy experiences have been pretty positive. First, I've always loved to write. I'm well known for writing books inside of a birthday or anniversary card. Since kindergarten, I've been writing my mom Father's Day cards because she was a single mom. Every time she would tear up and tell me how encouraging it was. So when I realized how much it meant to her, I kept writing letters for any reason that I could find, and not just to my mom. So my love language is words of affirmation, and for a long time it was the only way I knew how to express it. So so I've always loved writing. I've also kept like a personal journal off and on for the last 10 years. Even for scholarly pieces, I like the challenge of trying to write while keeping my voice heard and being able to communicate that I have my own personality in my writing, but without losing the finesse of it. So my relationship with reading has been equally meaningful. I remember my mom reading me children's books all the time when I was little. They were always in beautiful condition too. She didn't just buy them to read them to me, she collected them. So they weren't really toys, they were just something really to be enjoyed and cherished and then put back away, which is probably why I collect them now too. My mom was a daycare provider until I was about 4 years old, so my experiences in reading began before I ever entered kindergarten. It's hard to describe exactly how I learned to read, but I would just chalk it up to pattern books like Mama, Do You Love Me?, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and a list of Dr. Seuss books. Those are the books that I remember most when I try to look back. I never had trouble reading, but it also wasn't a strong interest of mine until I was about 11 years old. The middle school I attended had an accelerated reader program called AR, which sparked my interest in reading. It kind of tapped into that competitive side of me, so if I read more and tested well, I could earn points and excel to first place in my class, my grade, my school. But quickly I fell in love with what I was reading. I found niches within book genres that I really liked, like Harry Potter, Lemony Snicket's, A Series of Unfortunate Events, and like mystery thrillers. I'm thankful that my interest in enjoying reading and writing has lasted all the way through my adulthood. I feel confident as both a reader and writer. I think the factor that contributes most to that is how personally meaningful my experiences were. It's not how someone taught me, but the context in which they taught it to me. So this is the lens that I use to approach all literacy experiences. As a teacher, I want my students' experiences to be meaningful. They are more likely to engage with reading and writing outside the classroom if it has that personal value. So thanks for listening, y'all. I look forward to hearing about your experiences as well.